Leaders, 'tis the season to remember. Remember gratitude, graciousness, and gratefulness, all of which require action. We've talked about how, as leaders, establishing healthy habits positively impacts your sphere of influence, cultivating a social culture of rewarding and long lasting healthy communities. As I reflect on gratitude, I remember working with a woman who found her husband dead. She now found herself in the midst of this horrific life experience with two small children to care for. She was able to take time off, but had to return to work sooner than she wanted to because she could not afford to lose her job. When she returned to work, she informed me, I was her supervisor, that she and the children were in counseling and their appointments were scheduled sometimes during the workday. Each time she had an appointment, she followed reporting procedures and provided the appropriate HR documentation. And each time I wished her well. Unbeknownst to her, I went out of my way to remove any barriers or obstacles so that she would not miss any appointment, and also approved any time she needed to be there for her children. Years later, she expressed her gratitude in being able to attend those appointments and care for her children, knowing she could count on my support. As a leader, I was grateful that I was able to support her, to use my sphere of influence to help build a healthy community. Harvard Medical School research states gratitude helps people feel more positive emotions, relish good experiences, improve their health, deal with adversity, and build strong relationships. Leaders, 'tis the season of gratitude, graciousness, and gratefulness. Matt, what are you sharing today about gratitude?
Thanks, Twiana. That's such an amazing story. And yeah, I can see why she appreciated you so much after that. And, we know appreciation, gratitude are so important for well functioning teams. So I have a little bit of a personal story that made a big impression on me. I was working in an office, and just down the hallway was the vice president of sales for our company. Further down the hallway was a big printer. And when I would send a file to the printer, the vice president would get up and deliver the printout to me. So the first time that happened, I said, "Oh, thank you." Then it started to happen so frequently that I started to feel badly because I didn't want the vice president to have to spend his time delivering my printing to me. So I finally said, "Thank you, but you really don't need to do that." And he abruptly said, "Oh, okay." And after that, he started to get really grumpy with me. While walking to lunch one day, he even pushed me in the hallway. It was right about that time that I was learning the Enneagram, and I realized that the vice president was likely an Enneagram type 2. The Enneagram type 2 is often called the helper, and they go out of their way to help people, like the vice president was helping me by delivering my printing. Enneagram type 2s want to be appreciated for their help. So when I didn't appreciate him, it caused him to become angry. So, knowing this, I tried an experiment. Each day before sending an email to a customer, I sent it to the vice president and asked him to review it before I sent it out. The vice president was delighted. He would review and comment on the email. Then we would review the email together, and I would generously thank him for his contributions. "Oh, thank you for this input. This is perfect." And like magic, our daily interaction completely transformed our relationship. We started to work together really well. I learned an important lesson on the importance of appreciation that I still carry forward to this day. For instance, whenever I visit a client and the client offers me coffee, I say, "Oh, yes, please. Thank you so very much." I may not even want the coffee, but just on the off chance that he or she is an Enneagram type 2, I don't want to start off the visit by me not generously appreciating their kind gesture. So, Kimberly, what are you thinking about in terms of appreciation and gratitude?
Thanks, Matt. And thanks, Twiana, too. What a powerful personal story you both have shared around gratitude. As busy leaders, I think sometimes we have a hard time being grateful. And for some of us, we might not even know what we're grateful for. Do you ever think of what in your life you love versus always what you don't have? Do you really know what warms your heart, fills your heart with gratitude? About 6 years ago, I went to a Tony Robbins Unleash the Power Within, where you miraculously and amazingly walk on fire at the end of the first day. I have to say, it was vibrant, electric, and truly powerful and empowering. It was just, he's just very alive with energy. What I got most from that event was the daily morning routine I adopted that he shared, really around morning meditation, whereby every morning you state 3 things you are grateful for and 3 things you're wanting to achieve in your life. By doing this simple exercise every morning has improved my attitude, my days, and my life. You literally feel your energy shift to positivity and abundance every morning. It's just a great way to start your day. As I have grown in my spirituality and now I'm a Reiki master, I continue to practice this gratitude and have learned its power even with dealing with challenging life situations. For example, just recently, as I'm going through a lot of change and moving from Newport Beach to San Francisco, wonderfully getting married, adopting a new family, it's just wonderful. But it is challenging and it's very emotional. What Matt Kahn often states that actually when you are struggling with things because of change, a difficult time, a challenging time, when you actually are grateful for the experience, the emotion, and the growth, you will actually accelerate your path through that difficult time, meaning it will take less long for you to get through that, and your painfulness about going through it will become decreased versus us resisting it sometimes or wishing it was over or trying to force our path through it. Even yoga practitioners often say when you're having a yoga session, it's all around namaste and gratitude, right? Research shows that practicing gratitude is always a good idea, and it is especially powerful when we incorporate as part of our morning routine and ritual, as Tony has instructed. So when you start your day in a state of abundance, there's no room for negativity to bring you down. So I ask you leaders, as you're trying to lead and improve your life and lead and improve the lives of others, think of one thing to be grateful for as soon as you wake up and watch your day improve.